Ladies and gents, you can't go anywhere because we have a very chock full packed video for you. Implied volatility going through the roof on AMC. What is the short interest? Why is Ortex now glitching out? What exactly is it? We do have an answer for you in this video, but we will have to find out. Also, the fact that New York, Texas top states attracting Bitcoin miners. Bitcoin is near an all-time high, $57,000, nearly topping up at the 60K mark coming in soon. What does all of this mean, especially since we saw that buy signal on AMC not so long ago in the 21st of October, but this purple price action for the last 3 days? What does it mean for especially the rally we saw early in the half of the day, up to nearly 5% on AMC, and even double digits on GME, that nearly all like that, Thanos snapped away. What exactly happened? Was Jim Cramer right? Or is he going to be the FUD king that we know that he is? Let's find out in this video. If this video does not have the same number of likes as number of viewers, you guys know what to do. Make those numbers match so that people know the message that's about to come out of here. First things first, this is Luck's algorithm giving us a trading tool on top of the already free trading tool of TradingView. If you guys wanted to get 20% off, that code is in the description, Andrew Mo Money. But take a look, the buy signal on the 21st of October, and then purple price action afterwards. So we know that on the 30-minute chart, there is going to be a deliberation between these overbought and oversold Bollingers. The red up here, which it was not even close. Even today, the 30-minute chart did not show even getting close to that rejection point, closer to the 39.80s, and the very top of which would be the $41 range. But if you're looking for a bounce zone, $36 in the 30-minute chart is actually where we would have to get all the way back to. We talked about implied volatility just so that you guys understand what is going on. We have to watch the fact that AMC needs to pay close attention because of moves in the options market. What is implied volatility? Really simply, it is how much movement the market is expecting in the future. Options with high levels of implied volatility suggests that investors in the underlying stocks are expecting a big move in one direction or another. It could also mean that there is an event coming up soon that may cause a big rally or a huge sell-off. What do the analysts think? Clearly, options traders are pricing in a big move for AMC Entertainment, but what is the fundamental picture of the company? It's a Zacks rank number 3, and it is talking about 2 analysts increasing their earnings estimates for the current quarter, while one has dropped the estimate. Right now, we're looking at a AMC with huge implied volatility and means crazy trades developing. Oftentimes, option traders look for options with high levels of implied volatility to sell premium. Luckily for you, we do have the options data right here. We have taken a look at the options data for you so that you guys have a better understanding of what to expect. For example, the blues are coming back. We have a third of $1 million at $145 strike, which is where the very edge of that gamma squeeze, right? Another gamma squeeze for the month of October. It could be coming soon as we continue adding to the far right side of the options chain. Understand that these near in the money calls are at $40, $42, and $45. That means that we have a very slippery slope up to the top of that moon ladder that we have been developing for months. Yeah, you guys know it. We have been here. And if you would like to show your appreciation, remember, if you would like to join the group down below, the Moon Platoon, it's that join button next to the subscribe button, which all of you have pressed, or that Patreon link in the description. And every one of you makes this show possible. We have seen in the past that that Bitcoin is flourishing, right? But for how much longer? And why exactly are Bitcoin miners getting attracted to a specific location? We'll come back to AMC in a second, especially that short interest, but pay attention to this news.
State level insight on where all of America's Bitcoin miners are located. And what we see is that states like New York, Kentucky, Georgia, and Texas are very popular destinations for this industry. According to Foundry USA, each state has its own appeal, but generally what we're talking about are places that are epicenters of renewable energy, a fact which has already begun to recast the narrative among skeptics that Bitcoin is bad for the environment.
So, Mackenzie, first of all, I'm glad to see you. I was worried for a minute that you weren't looking like I expected. But I was a bit surprised to see New York and Texas there at the top and not say Washington State. I know New York has got a significant amount of hydropower, but it seems like Washington has even more. Do you have any sense of why the Bitcoin mining rankings might be different from where just data centers, cloud data centers in general might choose to locate?
Yeah, it's a great question. So one limitation is just the fact that the Foundry USA pool does not account for 100% of America's Bitcoin miners. So Texas, for example, ranks number 4, but many industry experts believe that it's actually number 1. And that's because some of the biggest publicly traded Bitcoin mining companies, such as Riot Blockchain, are not included in this data set. So this is really good for looking at larger trends around what's happening in terms of America's Bitcoin mining adoption. So you mentioned New York, and yes, that is a hydropower mecca. It's also a perfect example of how it doesn't matter that lawmakers aren't too keen on crypto miners. Just so long as you have cheap energy that you can buy at scale, people want to be there. Miners want
have the energy and they will come. That's the crux of it. Is it an environmental issue or is it an economies of scale issue? Understand that right now, if you guys don't have some Bitcoin, at least as a hedge against the inflation market of the insanity that is fiat currency nowadays, make sure that you have an opportunity. You don't even need a crypto wallet. What I use is BlockFi. They give you up to 8% interest as a savings account for crypto. So in that opinion, I really like it, and you can get up to $250 of free Bitcoin with the link in the description down below. So make sure that you, at the very least, consider your options with the crypto market. Now that said, you can even trade right here on Webull, which gives you 2 free stocks if you start trading right here. If you're against payment for order flow, hey, makes sense. You don't have to use it as a broker. Use it as a free trading tool, and you can get your 2 free stocks along with it. Understand that when you guys are looking at these stocks, let's take a look at Bitcoin. For example, you will be able to see levels of resistance and support. What Bitcoin went through on the 11th of October is a classic rip above its level of resistance here. This is that midpoint right here, this purple line coming up to that 57,200 level. Now the next point to look at is of course the 58,000 mental barrier, but also technical barrier. This what is this? What is this, like a light pink line right above? We have been watching these resistance and supports, so you don't have to. Speaking of critical support, back to AMC, understand that we have bounced again in the aftermarket on the 37.29s. That's what happened on Friday, right before a major rip. So luckily, it looks like history will repeat itself. Or is this a bull trap? Are we looking at a trap directly in front of us? Hopefully we'll find out on tomorrow's live stream. That's right, I'm announcing it right now. You guys got to the good part of the video. I will also be picking up some winners. So if you guys want to go ahead and win a raffle on the next live stream, comment something in the description down below and I will pick you tomorrow morning bright and early. So hopefully you guys have already gotten the information that you need. But if you don't, there are some playlists down below. Continue to watch another video about the stock market, about financial freedom, or about either AMC or GME. And finally, understand that this video would not be possible without the people I mentioned in the past, but also the Moon Platoon Grillionaire and Meatball the Space Legend tiers on both the YouTube membership and Patreon. Thank you guys for supporting the show, and we'll see you in the next episode. Peace.